instead of using persuasive strategies, I want to share with you how you can address the resistance itself instead of just the issue at hand. And here's what I mean by that. There's you, and there's me, and then there's the relationship between us. The relationship between us is a third thing. So there's not two things here if it's just you and I. It's actually that relationship's that third thing. Now, if you wanted to help us resolve a conflict, you have three options. You could help my argument be stronger and his be weaker, or flip that around. That's option two. Or you could address the relationship between us. That's not a negotiation, but we're focused on the interaction, not on the content of what's happening. So how are we interacting is different than what are we interacting about. How we talk is different than what we talk about. You can have a lot of consistency in how you talk, regardless of what you're talking about. That's what I mean by addressing the resistance. It's that third thing, not you, not your child, but the way you're interacting. Because remember, let's go back to that first idea, the way that they're interacting with you is a strategy for them to regulate their emotions. You're mad because they're mad. You're upset because they're upset. One of the most interesting things I've ever learned across education research and psychological research is that kids won't be able to identify their feelings, but adults will say things like, I feel frustrated, sad, confused, angry, and those are all the emotions that the kid then learns, oh, that's what my emotions are. And that's their emotional vocabulary. That's how kids learn how to talk about emotions, is by, bah! And then you say, oh, I'm so frustrated because I don't know what you want. And they go, frustration, that's the word. That's what happens. So you feeling better is part of their goal, when you feel better and they feel better at the same time. But the reason that you're feeling bad isn't because you're doing something wrong, it's because that's exactly what they need you to feel. If they're really, they come home crying, I just got slapped at school. You know, God forbid that happens, but sometimes it happens, accidentally or not. And they're sad and they're hurt. You're looking at them and you're sad. And then now you're angry and they're angry. But you're not sad because you've done something wrong, right? Like you know this. But they need to see that you're with them, right? So how do we address the resistance? We start by, I put curiosity and summary and curiosity. I'm trying to just give you some sort of like sandwich here as tools. But we address their reasons. We use their reasons, not your reasons. So don't leverage up your persuasion, leverage up your understanding. Here's what I mean by that. What's a good reason for doing things the way you're doing? Any less good reasons? I'll go through these and we'll get some more specific examples, and you can ask a few questions if you want. But it sounds like you've given this some thought. Tell me more. I'm not going to use a planner. I'm not going to get off my laptop. I want this cereal. I want that lunch. It sounds like you have some good reasons for that. You can say that about any content. We're not addressing the content, we're addressing the resistance. And they say, yeah, because tonight's the drop night of the new Minecraft update, or whatever it is. You don't have to buy into that, but the point is, oh, so tonight's the new night for the Minecraft update. I don't have to agree with them that it's a good thing. I don't have to like it. I don't have to buy into it. I just have to summarize what they're saying. Tell me more about it. Seems really important that you stay up all night to do that. That's addressing the resistance. So you're not in this state of, you're not because what you're not doing right now is really important. They're not coming up with more reasons why you're wrong. They're also not losing. Have you thought about trying something new? No. Tell me what are some of the objections that you have about trying something new? Now, the sort of emotional hostage taking that your kids can do with you, you know that like they kind of treat it like somebody robbing a bank. Like 2 minutes or I start breaking stuff. What I need you to know is that these tools are the same tools that like hostage negotiators and bank professional SWAT teams, these are the same tools they use too. Like these are kind of directly from that manual. Because what people found out through a lot of bank heists and awful, I'm gonna blow myself up, like these really awful scenarios, is that if you start arguing with them about that, they're going to get more angry and do that. But if they say, like, I don't know, I want a new car, get me out of here. And the hostage negotiator says, sounds like you have a lot of reasons for wanting to live. Guess what they start talking about? All the reasons they want to live. But if the negotiator says, you're never getting a car, that's a terrible idea, we're going to shoot it up. The guy starts saying, I can drive faster than you, you'll never catch me, make sure it's full of gas. Like, they start buying into all their reasons again, right? So we really don't seem to have a winning strategy when we try to get logical with an emotional situation.